Welcome back to Adri's Farmhouse Kitchen. We are back from holiday. We came back last night and look what a glorious weather was awaiting us. I cannot believe it. Today perhaps gonna be one of our hottest day in recording spring. So we're really going to enjoy it. So first of all, I'm gonna give a good water. But before I do that, I really want to show you around my raised bed garden. And later on, we're gonna go to the grow room, catching up with all the animals. Let's go look around how much everything has grown. Unbelievable. I got up about 5 o'clock this morning because the dog Sandy was barking, didn't you? She was barking, so I went to say hello. And then I went to go back for an hour. But this is now ready to get opened. It's about 8-9 o'clock already. Wow. Oh my word. This is, wow, 41 degrees Celsius already here. I've harvested this radish yesterday, friends, from last night when I ran out to check on everything quick, but it was late and it was like getting too dark, so I couldn't really see anything. So literally this is the first time now with you and I'm gonna look around properly. And when I've just harvested these radishes, I could not believe to my eyes. They are massive. So, and I forgot to take it with me last night. So we're gonna take this into the house and we're gonna have this for breakfast. Unbelievable size of this radish. I hope it's still good because now I can see the sign because of it's so hot in here. They're going to flower now, the radishes. Let's start the tour in the other side of the tunnel because I would like to open that other side as well. It's so hot in there. Tom and Jerry has grown. I'm just looking in these raised beds. Everything's looking fantastic, as well as all the weed. So I'm gonna have to take some time to weed each day some of these beds and keep on top of it. But I was thinking, as it's 1st of May today, that we might as well do the very early May raised bed garden too. Hello, Mother. I've missed you so much. I missed you so much. My little babies. Okay, look at this view, friends. There are loads of things in these beds what's supposed to be, and there are loads of things what's not supposed to be. I mean, most of them are supposed to be 2 beds here, and they're the ones what gonna have the tomatoes in it. But I cannot believe how much things actually growing in here and how healthy actually the tomato plants in here. You know what I'm like. If that would be up to me, probably I would have left the half of it and see what's happened, but that would cause problem for the things what I would like to grow. So I honestly think that this is the healthiest tomatillo plant what is coming to flower already. It's a lot healthier looking. This is actually volunteer from our compost what we brought here from the old house than what I have actually in the old house. And a tansy here as well. So much going on. I mean, this sunflower, I can tell that this is going to be a huge sunflower, so I'm not sure if we're going to have plenty space. We might have, but I've got no heart to pull these 2 sunflowers out, and actually these 2 sunflowers are in the way of the hoop what I would like, you know, like a bean arch. So I'm going to have hard time weeding this, but this is a massive borage that needs to come out, although it's looking amazing because that will grow huge. Dill, I might as well just take that dill out and we can have this for breakfast. So we can pull that out. All sorts came out with it. Oh, is it a fennel? Oh, dill, yes, I love dill. So I'll just leave this here for now. We come back And I'm gonna make a radish salad. Also it's growing in here, some potatoes as well. But okay, so this bed needs clearing out. Cannot leave this bed like this because this is gonna be our tomato bed. Over here, but all these 3 beds are tomato beds. This one's looking the best regarding what needs weeding. But just look all these tomato plants, how well they're doing in here. But they all have to come out, friends, because I've already got tomatoes loads in the polytunnel grow room. I might leave the potatoes in here. These few potato volunteer potato plants, although they make the worst companion plant, tomatoes and potatoes, they won't belong together. Maybe a couple of weeks, up to a month, and then I'll harvest the potatoes. So nothing's supposed to be here, only that row of carrot, look, what is looking amazing. And I've been a bit heavy-handed with all these carrots, so I need to thin them out. But look at just all that tomatoes everywhere. I cannot believe this. Anybody would like tomato plants, let me know, because this will end up in my compost because I don't know what to do with it, and I've got must have 500 in here. I haven't counted it, I'm just guessing. Also this one in here looks like a squash. It must be a squash because you tell me, but I can't remember growing pumpkin last year. No, we didn't grow pumpkin, did we, friends? So this is gonna be some sort of squash, winter squash, because I had that loads last year. And I've got no heart to pull that out, so we might just leave a couple of these squash or whatever it is here, and they can maybe just make their way in the path and grow us a free food. So, but otherwise, this is gonna be the paste tomato bed. In the last tomato bed, I've got the biggest issue in here, because that is, see, whatever was in here, it was nothing in here I have sown. Only one thing I've sown in this bed this year is carrot, and that's gonna be my priority job today, because the carrot is up. The carrot is these little skinny leaves, can you see? And they are super overgrown by everything else. So if I don't want to lose this row of carrot, because it looks like the whole row is up of this King 2, Autumn King 2, what I absolutely love, this carrot, I need to do a serious weeding all along this bed. That's gonna be my job for today for sure. So, but I'm gonna try again. I've got millions of tomatillo coming up here and all sorts, friends. But yes, this is gonna be a cherry tomato bed. And this potato, as you can see, it's got a purple tinge and purple stem. This is gonna be a purple potato, probably the Vita, because that's what we had last year. I cannot believe how well this mustard spinach doing. So I forgot to bring with me a harvesting basket, so I might just go and grab that. The first we're gonna feed the chickens, and then we come back and then we're gonna harvest this lovely mustard spinach. I mean the purple Komatsuna it's called, and it's looking magnificent. This color is absolutely amazing. So, and we've got it all along. Most of them are purple. I've got a few green. Oh, this looks like a mix of the two. Can you see the purple and the green? And this is like a light purple. And we've got some dill growing here. I think this is parsnip. I must have planted that here, or I don't know. And we've got a row of radish, succession sowing of radish. So we've got a sparkler 3 over here, and the royal pulp, my absolute favorite, over here. It came up over the moon. So after we're gonna finish with this ginormous, finish eating this ginormous radish, what I actually cannot believe the size they grew. I mean, that's my hand next to it. So as soon as we finish this radish, I clear this bed. I only gonna leave the garlic in here, and then by the time we finish eating this radish, we actually have done 2 succession sowing of radish. One's outside, I'll show you in a minute, and then that's gonna be the third one we're gonna have. So also in this bed we've got peas. What they looking really good. They make their way up in this trellis we've just put in here, me and Al. So that's awesome. What else we've got in here? A couple of volunteers, and we've got a potato, but actually it's going to flower already. I cannot believe it is 1st of May. So when the potato is going to flower, that means you're already forming potatoes. So this is not far off actually growing potatoes in the ground. You know how much I love volunteer potatoes. Out of all of the volunteer fruits and vegetables I'm growing, the potatoes are my favorite when they come up as volunteer. Okay, so this is the rocket, the first early potato bed. It's looking magnificent. And what I have done, I've put cabbage in between, slug them each, it's visible clearly on it, but they are still small. This one is looking better, so hope they can grow faster than the potatoes now, because you can't even see them now, but they are there. Okay, behind us we've got a row of these beautiful outrageous lettuces, what we're gonna harvest today again. And this is supposed to be my chili raised bed, but as I can see I have put some Holland late winter cabbage in here as well, so we'll see what's happened. Perhaps that's not a good idea in a polytunnel for the summer, but I think these were the ones what I've not hardened off, and they didn't look really well on the outside on the table, so these are just like backups kind of things. Okay, and next one, it's my experimental broad bean. Actually, we've got some broad beans now, look. Can you see it? Wow, so this is gonna be our first harvest. Look at this mustard spinach. I put this out a little bit earlier than the other bed, and it's looking massive now here. That's such a pretty looking lettuce as well. So I went like mustard spinach and then all different varieties of lettuces in between, and some kale. Let's see if we've got peas. Yes, we've got peas, look. They're coming. Oh wow, oh how big the chard is, and look how beautiful yellow that stem is. That's just gorgeous. And these garlic kale now gone to seed, so actually we can take this now to the chickens, they're gonna love it. And then we've got another row of peas in here, what is looking absolutely fantastic. And then I've also planted, I've put some gherkins and dill, but most of the gherkins been eaten by, I can only think it's a mouse, but we still got a couple coming up. They still got a couple coming up, well that's good. Wow, I'm happy with that, because we still got back up in the grow room. But the peas are looking fantastic. I mean, I did put some peas over in here, because it says peas 2 rows, and you can literally cannot see any. So the mouse probably had them all. But I can see the cucumbers, and the true leaf is just poking through, what's awesome. We've got some fennel there. Tomatillo. This definitely must be a volunteer, because I've not put that here. Looking fantastic if you're not going to have frost. These are forming like hearts now, these beautiful looking lettuces all along. And yeah, I cannot believe how well everything's doing. Okay, let's go outside and see the outside raised beds. The purple sprouting broccoli, that really needs to go somewhere cooler. I left that in by mistake on a table in the tunnel, so it's gonna be high up. I'm not sure if that's gonna go to seed now, so I might just gonna have to sow them again. But we'll see how it goes. There are few things in a waiting station. I need to think about where I'm going to put this bay leaf. Sorrel we can harvest, and the lemon balm looking fantastic. What I am really excited, what I saw first when I came in last night. Remember these red hot pokers from the old house was absolutely all in one. It's in a huge, made absolutely huge like bush and had loads and loads of flowers coming up. And I wasn't sure if it's gonna take in the soil, but when I've seen that they're coming up and it started flowering, I was so chuffed. So these are all along. We've separated and we've got all along. I've planted out the red hot pokers. So over the years, I am hoping they're gonna bush up. They're gonna double in size if they're gonna like the environment, and they're gonna make an amazing wall of red hot poker for us for a couple of months in the summer, and that's one of my favorite flowers when they're in bloom. The two sides of the corner of the garden I have planted dwarf plum trees, and they took, so they now have lots of leaves on them. And I did put some lavender around it, looking amazing. It's now growing new shoots, just needs a bit of a weeding. But yeah, this is the plum, Victoria plum. Probably not gonna have nothing on it this year, but I am just so happy that it stuck. So we might have some next year. All along here, as you can see by the fence, this molehill looking compost, we've got something in it. And before we went on holiday, so that's 2 weeks ago now, I have put pumpkin and squash and courgette to each bed. And I just quickly checked last night, not one have germinated. The reason is, I think the mouse had it, to be honest. So, but I'm gonna give them, that's comfrey looking fantastic here. See, I had one in here as well, but it's nothing there. So, that's not looking good, the eucalyptus in here really. And this plant doesn't look, although it's something's coming, so it might gonna happen. I'm not sure what this is though. I forgot. So most of the things I've planted along the two sides of the fence, they are looking really good considering we did have some frost when I've planted them out. Only the dog rose not doing well. This has been eaten, so I'm not surprised in this one. But the few just down the lane, it's not doing great, but it's not a big deal. But I'm happy that all the rows are looking fantastic. Wow, so all along we've got something. Where are the alpacas? I can't see them. Yeah, I really miss the dogs. So nice to be back. Okay, let's start the tour on this side of the tunnel while we're here. So I'm gonna keep the cover on, but I'm sure it's nicely visible now because these plants are massive. So all the potatoes are now up and the cabbages are doing fantastic. So I cannot be happier, friends. Look how wonderful they are. Wow. So we need to go through May without frost and we're gonna have another bumper crop, year's worth of food. This needs some attention, weeding, but it's got red baron, red onion, some perennial flower, marshmallow in here, and it's still not up, that gladioli. So I might have to dig and investigate why. I hope I didn't put it upside down, because this beautiful pink gladioli is supposed to be up all along in here. I have planted and nothing I can see. So I need to do a bit of investigation. What's going on in here, friends? I mean, these ones are up. Did I put it in the middle? Can you remember, friends? Oh, but look, it's speckled trout. Lettuce, looking fantastic. The kale, it's looking good, and we've got 2 rows of garlic here as well, all along. Also, what I'm chuffed about, that the asparagus is coming. So we're gonna have loads of asparagus, although probably I'm not gonna harvest much this year, but I am super happy that the transplant was successful, because we remember, I've dug this up. Well, we dug this up together. It was hard work in the old house, and they've been in a garage for months and months. And then we've planted them out early spring this year, and I didn't know if it's gonna happen, if it's gonna took or not, but looks like it did, so it looks amazing. I think we need to start harvesting the dill, and either drying, freeze drying, or do something with it. Broad beans over here are looking amazing as well, and the peas, so they really perked up lovely, beautiful. And then we've got another 2 raised beds in here with potatoes, and this one's got kohlrabi in it, and this one has got cabbages. But yeah, so just before we continue the garden tour, I would like to quickly tell you, so this video is out first, and it's gonna take me a while. If you're interested, I did do lots of vlogging of our excursions, and we've been on 10-day Mediterranean cruise with Regent Seven Seas Splendor, and then we traveled through Monte Carlo to Athens. So we spent in each destination few days. So we went to Monte Carlo, to Monaco first, then we went to Italy, we docked at Salerno, and then we spent a couple of days at Kusadase in Turkey, and then we went to Athens, and from Athens, Greece, we flew back to Heathrow. And I have done a lots of beautiful pictures and videos. We went to visit, Pompeii, Ephesus, Acropolis. If you're interested about these kind of things, I might gonna do, but probably it's gonna be in between the gardening videos, because it will take me a long time to edit it, if you're interested. So yeah, let's carry on with the garden tour. In this bed, we're outside in the polytunnel now. The chard is looking fantastic, and this deep purple Copacabana baby leaf lettuce. Parsley on the other side, with some arcade baby leaf lettuce, what looks like spinach. But the Storan onions are looking fantastic. What's not looking fantastic, it didn't come up, the parsnip. So I now have to make another sowing, because it's 1st of May. Nothing came up. No. I cannot see any parsnip. Supposed to be a row in here between these 2 rows of onions. The only parsnip I see here, what I've planted, what I've sown in a grow room. So we've got more in a grow room. I'm gonna put along here. They don't like transplanting, so they might be forky now, but it's better than nothing, friends. This other bed, we have got a full row of asparagus in here, along with 2 rows of crystal garlic and some radishes I've put along here. But the asparagus, it's not great. Well, this one actually we can harvest, but the rest, something is happening, but yeah, it's not great. This bed needs attention because it's full of weed. So I'm gonna spend some time in here and weed, because this is again a row of carrot. These are carrots. And then that needs to be weeded as soon as possible. Garlic looking fantastic. 2 rows of garlic. We've got a row of coriander looking fantastic. So I show you now. Alan is just gone. I show you now, and then I'm gonna show you after when I've done all the weeding. You're not gonna recognize these beds, friends. Yeah, good job. I like weeding. So over here we've got eucalyptus. Oh, this asparagus doing well, although they are skinny and they come into flower already. But this is gonna be amazing next year, because half of this bed's supposed to be an asparagus as well, and this bed's supposed to be something else. Supposed to be sweet corn or cabbage later on, but this is now became a perennial flower bed, and as you can see, they do really well, and I am actually so happy to see, along with all these beautiful gladiolus, that the dahlias are actually coming back, every single of them. Wow, so that's a very good news. This is gonna be an absolutely fantastic looking bed in the summer. Just wait to see. Okay, so all along here in all the pots I have got potatoes are up now. This is an echinacea, looking good. Again, the rose hip not looking good, but never mind. Yeah, so most of the potatoes are now up. And I've got sea buckthorn, a couple of grapevines doing really well all along here. We've got gooseberry, horseradish, rhubarb, all sorts. And all along here we've got jasmine, we've got different varieties of roses, loganberries. So that's promising, really. So yeah, this is the next, and we can harvest these now. Can you see these radishes? So this is the radish size, probably what you can see in the supermarket. And these are now ready to harvest. So after something's eating it though. So after we finish eating the ones in a polytunnel, then we can harvest next this row before we harvest the third succession sowing, what was in a tunnel, what I've just showed you. Because those radishes are still good, but it's on a larger side now. It's just started to get woody, but it's still delicious. What I'm probably gonna do, I'm gonna pickle them. It's really good pickled radish, I love it. And then we can start to have this as fresh radish, as side salad with our meals. The shallots are looking amazing. This is, I think these are chamomile. And that's potato, volunteer. By mistake I put one, because I was gonna have as a strawberry bed this bed, but then I realized I haven't got enough bed for another perennial. So what I'm gonna do, probably I'm going to build another raised bed for a few more perennials like strawberry. That's kale, the cottages, the purple stems and leaf looking salad green, and this is a volunteer potato in here as well. And coming along, this is our garlic bed. This garlic is looking fantastic. It just needs weeding, so I need to weed everything out from here. Did I put carrot in here? Oh, I've sown carrot. Yes, this is carrot, is it? Yes, these are carrots. I need to be very careful when I weed this. So yeah, these are the two different varieties of carrot between the garlic, and they are beautifully up. Okay, I just need to be very careful when I'm gonna weed this. I'm so glad that I put signs everywhere, friends, because you trust me, you don't remember. You think you do, but you don't, trust me. So yeah, everything's looking really good. We're just gonna get some parsnip out here, and basically that's it. This is the garden, 1st of May. Look at the dog. Is that nice? They have grown a lot. And they all started eating. They are actually proper grazing now. Good boys! Are you good boys? Look at those horns! Oh wow! I said hello! Hello! I have already done a few jobs and it is now in the afternoon. And as you can see, I've got rosy cheeks. It's getting really warm out there. But I would like to, before I finish this vlog, I would like to show you the progress in a grow room. Let's have a look around. So this is a celery, Utah. This is straw flower. We got some echinacea, so lots of flowers, dahlia, zinnia, strawberries. We're gonna have loads of strawberries, borage. It's absolutely massive. More straw flower, just kick the watering can. Snapdragon, marigold, more snow, straw flower. All the tomatoes are now so ready to go out. They looking fantastic, and all the pumpkins, courgettes and squash looking good. We've got some calendula here, zinnia, cosmos, borage, some peppers over here. This is an apricot tree, probably should be outside by now. Some more flowers, sweet potatoes, cosmos, it's now flowering in a grow room. I'm gonna be so busy the next couple of weeks planting everything out. So all the tomatoes, some more dahlias in here, tomatoes, chilies. Other side of the grow room, there is a lot more. You go in there in a sec. All these strawberries I dug up from the old house and separated and planted to these planters, and pots are doing amazing, full of flowers. The grow light system now, I haven't put the grow light system on, so the sweet corns are coming up now. This is a glass gem, the popcorn, some loofah, more straw flowers in here, and tomatoes, all sorts, strawberries. Got cucumbers over here, lemon tree, Oca needs to go out as soon as possible, as the sweet peas needs to go out. I'm not sure if I need all these snapdragon, I think I've got plenty, but do you know what I mean? These are the tomatillo, and how much better the ones are in the tunnel looking. Well, this needs to go out desperately. Got some cauliflower in here and Brussels sprouts. Zinnia, more tomatoes, blueberries, a lot more tomatoes. The beans are now coming up. Some of them rotted in a cell, so I've just put some more beans in them. The corn looking fantastic in here as a sweet potato. These coming up as well, basil, and all these are flowers and parsley, and the Machu Picchu chili over here. These are the sunflowers. Phacelia needs potting on, and the onion needs to be planted out. I think I'm just gonna wait a couple of hours until temperature cools down a bit, and then I'm gonna go back to the tunnel, doing some weeding, a couple of those beds, plant a few things out. I've already planted out the parsnip. I took up there some of the oca, but this needs to go back there, up there as well. I've already started, I fed the sourdough starter what I left in a fridge, and I'm already making bread as well. And I've got some lamb chops out, making lamb chops and chips and salad. So I'm probably gonna do that now, next in the house. Oh, well, thank you so much for spending time with me in this very first early May garden tour. So the next one is gonna be all about the planting out, and I try to do a couple of holiday vlogs as well. But for now, bye friends!